Yeah. Oh, we have a phone call. Hello, caller. Who is this?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Mario Longoni from
Oh,
Field Museum.
Mario. Yes, this is our old friend Mario Longoni. I don't think you called in on this show. Did you call? I think you called in on Monday when I was on Mondays, right?
That was a contemporary issue show. Is that what this one is?
Well, yeah. I think it was Monday the last time. You know, it was before I was parked in here on Friday. But how's it going, Mario?
All right. How are you, Scott?
It's all good. I know tomorrow you guys are having the Brunswick thing, right?
Yeah. So I got three things to plug, actually.
Oh, okay.
Let me say my role first for people that might be listening. The Field Museum, and that's where I work. We work to organize, quality of life, organizations and events and activities from across the Calumet region. And we're doing that increasingly under this umbrella we call the Calumet Heritage Area. And hopefully, before too long, we'll even get federal designation and some support that way. But we're doing a lot of trying to support our local partners on the ground with their events. And Brown Faces and Green Spaces has a well-being day at Brunswick Park. Tomorrow, the 17th, that's a Saturday. It's from 11 to 2. There's going to be plant giveaways. There's going to be games. And there's going to be things like yoga. There's going to be things about wellness. So I hope people can check that out. And Brunswick is over on Clark, just south of 5th at 779. And it should be a good day. And that's part of our efforts, too, to support efforts on the West Side to implement this quality of life planning that we've been involved with a number of groups in Gary are all involved over there.
Right. So why the West Side? What attracted you guys to the West Side?
Well, the West Side, I think, is sort of the neglected side by a lot of people with resources. So the funders and some of the other folks don't know so much about the West Side. So we thought we'd bring attention there. But the other reason is we in particular are interested in linking people not just to their cultural assets, but their natural ones. And, Brunswick Park itself has some beautiful but very globally rare dune and swale habitat, as does the Ivanhoe Preserve over there, the Ivanhoe South Preserve. So part of what we're doing is also linking people up with those spaces. So they know where they can walk into a nature preserve and see a beaver dam or flip over a rock and see a salamander, particularly when it's cool outside and they're kind of sluggish.
We have salamanders?
Oh, yeah. There's the yellow and the blue spotted salamanders. And they're very cute. So,
wow.
But hey, can I mention a couple other things quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Decay Devils until 4 o'clock. I'm not sure when it starts, but let's say you're at Brunswick Park and it's 2 o'clock and you're done there. Mm-hmm. You're thinking, I'd like to do something else. Well, Decay Devils is going to be at the old train station, is my understanding, having an ice cream social. So you could check that out.
An ice cream social.
That's my understanding, is that they're having I guess they're going to be presenting a little bit about their plans for the old train station, and connecting with people. And then the other possibility is the public library right there at Broadway and 5th. Mm-hmm. The Calumet Voices National Stories exhibit is still running in there. And there's going to be actually one of the curators that worked on the exhibit who's going to be there to answer questions. And that'll also be during that 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock time.
Wow. We have to take a break. Can you stay on the line while we take a break really quick?
Sure, no problem.
All right, folks, I'm speaking to Mario Longoni of the Field Museum tomorrow. Please come on out to Brunswick for the quality of life meeting. There's going to be yoga. There's going to be games. There's going to be refreshments. We'll be right back on WLTH 1370 AM. Please stay with us. You are listening to Scott and the Rev on WLTH 1370 AM. Give us a call, 219-885-1371. All right, folks. We are back here on WLTH 1370 AM with the great Mario Longoni. How's it going, Mario?
All right,
You
Scott.
still with us? You're still with us?
Yep, still
so,
there.
I know the pandemic had to have been hard for you as it was hard for us in the United Urban Network. It was hard for everybody, but especially a museum.
That's true. We were closed for times, but then we have lots of big interior spaces, so we're able to open up where we could have part of our, we could let 30% capacity in there, 40% capacity, and require masks. So I think our own internal measurements and tracking of these things, it seemed like coming to the museum was actually one of the safer things one could do once we were opened back up. I think total we were probably closed for about 2 months on 2 different occasions because of 2 different peaks.
Right.
Of the pandemic.
Right. I definitely heard that. So you guys pretty much lucked out then, kind of.
Yeah, we did pretty well. I know, like the exhibit I was telling you about before this at Gary Library, the downtown library there was closed for much longer than we were. So, so like that was inaccessible for a longer period of time.
Oh wow. Now how is it getting back to? Now I know for a long time you guys weren't able to do a lot of the events though, because especially here in Northwest Indiana, I know we've always worked pretty closely with you guys. But now, is there like a backlog of stuff that you guys want to do?
Well, that's a good question. We're focusing still very heavily on outdoor events. The idea that it's much safer outdoors. You still have that Delta variant in circulation.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat low vaccination rates on the south side of Chicago, and I assume going into Northwest Indiana. So there still has to be a real cautiousness in what we do and how we go about it. I know the Well-Being Day, there'll be a certain amount of activities being spread out. But I think it's the being outdoors that's the main way that we're focused on still keeping things safe. We're not having any indoor gatherings where we put 30 people into a classroom-sized space. That's still in the future somewhere, we hope.
I'm sorry, Rev, did you have anything you wanted to ask Mario about the event tomorrow or anything that's going on around here with that the Field Museum is involved in Northwest Indiana? Rev? Oh, I guess Rev can't hear me. Yeah, but I was definitely looking at the weather for tomorrow. Now, it did say that it was supposed to not rain until later on in the day, right?
That's my understanding. Is that I'm looking at partly cloudy as opposed to there being a lot of rain in the forecast. Let me say, some of it will be under the shelters as well. I think there's a couple of shelters at Brunswick, so there's a little bit of flexibility there. So people know the games that are planned are actually Bidwist and Dominoes.
Oh yeah, that's why I said there's going to be a few fights maybe.
I figured people would want to know that's on offer. Also, though, a hiking opportunity after the lunch hour and some birding. Some chance to try your hand at a little bit of birding, as well as picking up some native plants for your garden. So, and there's something called soundscape meditation.
Yes, so tell me about that.
I know nothing about it. I have never experienced before. I'm unfamiliar with it, but I'm sure it's going to be super exciting. My colleague Lorena Lopez will actually be at this particular event for the Field Museum. I have an event on the Chicago side of the border in Beaubien Woods, and I will be there tomorrow. So
what are you guys doing over there?
Well, we have these culturally themed gathering spaces like Sankofa for the Earth and La Ronda Paracata, which are spaces along Chicago's Lake Michigan lakefront, south of McCormick Place, that are culturally themed. And we have community groups that sponsor them and use them. So they use them for Day of the Dead. They use them for the Chinese Moon Festival in the fall. They use them for dance and music workshops and things. And they've been successful enough there that we're taking them from the Park District to the Forest Preserve. And we're starting a community planning process for a gathering space in the Forest Preserve. down right along the Little Calumet River.
Right. Now I was just reading recently about the health benefits of being out in nature. Okay. And I just read an article about it not too long ago. And they talked about your well being, your mental well being, your physical well being, all being better off when you're out in nature. Is that a lot of what drives what you guys do? The desire to sort of connect conservation with people's health and well being?
Yeah, the idea is to get people and nature reconnected to really benefit both. So they've shown that, if you spend a certain amount of time just outdoors in green space, your blood pressure will go down. Your respiration rate will slow down. So you're able to relax when you get out there. So there's that on one hand, and then on the other hand, when people value these outdoor spaces and they want to use them and see them preserved, then that helps to ensure the biodiversity and the healthy ecosystems, which again are something human beings need, because we see all this climate change right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need natural open space to really ameliorate, to dampen down those effects of climate change. Do you know that there's a gap between communities of color and working class and low income communities having less trees than wealthier communities, and that can make a difference of like anywhere from 7 to 15 degrees in terms of how you feel that heat in the summertime.
Wow.
So respiratory issues, heat exhaustion, all those things. Heat kills people faster than cold does. So having nature in cities is more important now than ever.
Well, all right. So tell the people one more time about these 3 events that are happening. The first one at Brunswick and...
Yeah. So Wellbeing Day at Brunswick Park, 11 to 2. Come for the dominoes and the bid whist. Stay for the hiking and the bird watching and take a native plant home. Then you can head over to Union Station for Decay Devils having their ice cream social. Mm-hmm. And if you want to head even a little bit further east from there, is that east? No, I'm sorry. That's a little hop and a step back west to the downtown library and check out the Calumet Voices National Stories exhibit, which is put together by five Lake County, cultural centers and history museums. So there's interesting stuff to learn there too.
Well, all right. Okay, folks. Remember, call in anytime, Mario. You can call in anytime and rap with us, because every time you call in, there's always something positive to do in the city of Gary or Northwest Indiana or just the Chicagoland region in general. It's always great to hear you.
Thanks, Scott. Good to hear you, and give a shout out to Reverend Campbell for me.
Yes.
You got it.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.